Hello and welcome to the Collapse Experiment. I have an article here from Daily Motivation News. And remember, as motivation, if you like this video and you like this channel, like and subscribe. So to get to the article, if you want more peace, start letting go of these 8 time wasting habits by Rachel Vaughn. Not the first article I've done from Daily Motivation News. Keeps popping up in my feed, probably because I've been covering it or because I actually read the damn things. But hey, if there's some ways I could go without wasting time, let's find out what they are. If you're like me, you're probably always looking for ways to bring more peace into your life. The secret, letting go of time-wasting habits. I'm sure there's more secrets than that. You see, peace isn't just about meditating or escaping from reality. It's about making smart choices with our time. In the following article, I'm going to share 8 habits that are draining your peace and wasting your precious minutes. By letting go of these habits, you'll give yourself the gift of more peace. So ready to get more peace by letting go? Let's dive right in. Kind of restating the previous thing constantly. I really hope this isn't another AI article. Number 1, overthinking. Well, when you're a writer, we've all been there, stuck in a loop of endless thoughts, analyzing every decision and replaying past events. This, my friends, is overthinking. Let me tell you, it's one of the most notorious peace stealers and time wasters out there. I would go along with that. Overthinking not only robs you of your peace, but it also consumes valuable time that could be spent on more productive activities. It's like a treadmill for your brain, lots of effort with no real movement. Kind of always felt that way about treadmills. I have had treadmills in the past, and because I had them, I did use them. Wintertime. Wintertime is really the only time that you can really justify using a treadmill. Except now with where I live, you just go snowshoeing because just going for a walk in 2 to 3 feet of snow is enough exercise that you need. Procrastination. Number 2, I'm sure that we've all fallen into the trap of procrastination at some point. I know I certainly have. There was a time when I would put off task that I found challenging or uninteresting, telling myself that I'd do better later. But more often than not, later would turn into never. That's not procrastination. That's just being a lazy piece of shit. What I realized was procrastination was not only wasting my time, it was also stealing my peace. The task I avoided would loom over me like a dark cloud, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety. So I decided to tackle my habit of procrastination head on. I started breaking down daunting tasks into smaller, manageable parts, and instead of focusing on the entire task at once, I would focus on completing one part at a time. That's how any job is ever completed. Like, you don't just say, I'm going to build a building. You start with the foundation and work your way up. You don't just try to slap a building down in one day. Number 3, constantly checking social media. In today's digital age, social media has become a significant part of our daily lives. It can keep us connected, informed, entertained, and our exes stalking us on different social media outlets. I just added that part because we all know it's true. But it can also become a major time waster if not managed well. This is common sense, so we'll skip to number 4. Neglecting self-care. I'm sure there's a Cornhub joke in there somewhere. Self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. And that's how those people feel too. Yet many of us tend to put it on the back burner, prioritizing other tasks and responsibilities over our own well-being. Here's one Yeah. Here's the thing. Neglecting self-care doesn't just harm your health, it also wastes your time in the long run. Without taking time to recharge and rejuvenate ourselves, we can become less productive, more prone to mistakes, and more susceptible to stress and burnout. Stress. Sometimes you just got to rub some stress out. Moving on. Number 5, saying yes when you want to say no. Yeah, that is what, if you haven't learned this in your 20s, you're not doing yourself a favor. We've all been there, agreeing to something we really didn't want to do simply to avoid disappointing someone else. It's natural to want to be liked and appreciated. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Not worth it. Because you're never fully liked and appreciated, right? You agree to do something hoping to get on somebody's good side, whether it's a boss or a relative. And it still just doesn't make any difference. But constantly saying yes when your heart is saying no. I'm sure it's a song lyric somewhere. My mind is saying yes, but my body. When your heart is saying no is a surefire way to drain your peace and waste your time. Number 6, perfectionism. I've always been a bit of a perfectionist. I would spend hours working on a task trying to get it just right. Every detail had to be perfect. Every box had to be checked. What I didn't realize is that this pursuit of perfection was not only eating up my time, but also my peace of mind. The fear of making a mistake, of not being good enough, was constantly hanging over me. There are certain jobs you do not want this person to have. Look at some of the buildings in China that are just randomly collapsing because fake steel, fake rebar was used in the concrete. Perfectionism is a necessity when it comes to certain professions. Number 7, not setting boundaries. Kind of goes along with that whole yes and no thing, right? Like, aren't these two both kind of the same thing? Like, saying yes when you want to say no. Boundaries are crucial to maintaining a healthy work-life balance, preserving our peace, yet many of us struggle with setting and enforcing them. Whether it's constantly checking work emails during your off hours or always being available for others at the expense of your own needs. Okay, if you're checking work emails when you're not at work, that's a you thing. That's not a them thing. If they complain about it while you're not on the clock, you can tell them to go themselves. Moving on. Number 8. Number 8 sounds a lot like one of the previous ones, which would be what? Overthinking. Number 8, living in the past or future. Again, I think they come up with these numbers and then somehow they're able to relabel something they've already used in order to get that magic number. They really had 6 things here, but they needed 8 for some reason. Is it like a lucky number thing? Is it Vaughn? Vaughn's not a Chinese name, so it's not Okay, living in the past or future. Overthinking. It's easy to get caught up in the past, reliving old memories, or get lost in the future, worrying about what's next, but doing so robs us of our present moment, the only moment we truly have control over. You can shape your future. That's one of those. Jordan Peterson talks about this. Like, we're the only animal that can actually shape our future. Not necessarily true. I mean, you've got ants, squirrels, these things that plan ahead. They store away things for the future because they know that hard times are coming. That's one of the advantages that us people have. Like, we can save money. We can save our energy, save our time. We can do all kinds of things to prepare for the future may not be what we think it is, but we can kind of put ourselves in a better position in years to come. Living in the past or future not only wastes our time, but also steals our peace. Awful lot here about peace. It keeps us stuck, unable to fully engage with the present or enjoy what's right in front of us. True, that is true. But I have noticed that when people get bored, bad stuff happens. Perhaps they need to focus on things like the future. Or, I don't know, work on those things that happened in the past. The key to peace is presence. By staying present, we can fully experience each moment as it comes without the burden of past regrets or future worries. So start practicing presence. Okay, is this like, what was that book? The Power of Now. Is that what this is based on? Embrace the journey. Kind of the whole point of the Lord of the Rings, wasn't it? Like, it's not... about the journey itself. Yeah, at the heart of it all, peace is not a destination, but a journey. Yeah. So anyways, not a bad article. Rachel Vaughn, I'm wondering if this was an AI article by Rachel Vaughn. Can't exactly look up who she is, but if you want more peace, start letting go of these 8 time-wasting habits. There's some good stuff in here. I'll admit that. Good stuff. Procrastination, that's a huge time waster. If you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, you're probably just wasting your time. I think a lot of us, if we're honest, would admit that. Social media. Let's see here. I'm not on Facebook. Instagram. I have an account, but I'm not using it. So no, not on Instagram. I only check Twitter. I'm sorry, X. I only check Twitter on my laptop, so that's not really a time waster anymore. The only thing I really do social media-wise is what you're watching now, YouTube. And I think the one app I probably use more than most is the one that works my channel. That's just to see, like, is this video taking off? Is it not? 9 times out of 10, not. Neglecting self-care, well, that can cause you more harm than good later. And by self-care, I would say that has more to do with like diet and exercise than anything else. So, but anyways, I'm sure that they were referring to like getting a massage or, I don't know, getting your nails did. Saying yes when you want to say no. Huge time suck. Looking back, I think some of my most miserable moments were going to things I didn't want to go to because the person I was with was like, well, it's not like we can't go. We were invited. And it's like, it's an invitation, which means we're not obligated to be there. And I'd rather do other things. So yeah, let me know what you think or any of these good ideas. I still think that there's really only 6 of them here and that 2 were just relabeled for the sake of having 8. But that's about it. Keep on typing.